Oh, hello, we're back with round 8, the final round of the Marshals Cup, the 2025 World Series GT Driver Career. It's the grand final of that lovely little Marshals Cup so far. And yeah, Dragon Trail Gardens, Porsche 911 GT3 RS, the 992 model. This will be the car and the track for today. Let's bring up that one. That's not what I wanted to do, is it? Maybe? Could be. It's smaller than I thought, but hey, this is like the overall championship standings currently, so wait a minute, maybe I can scroll it a little bit. Maybe that helps. Here we go, much better. So that's what I wanted to see. E-Racing leading the championship after 4 wins in a row. What a crazy streak that is for B-Racing. And having 45 points of a gap to Chico Blasi in P2. It looks like it's all going B-Racing's way. P3, we have River Ruckus, so we still can't challenge Blasi. Therefore, P2, that's definitely up for grabs for the German driver. We'll see. Maybe a bit of an outside chance for Shelty in P4 to get onto the podium. Yeah, so those are the standings before that final race of that cup. So we are at Dragon Trail Gardens. Yeah, we are not far away before the qualifying session, and it was a lovely day here at the coast in Croatia, but also some rain around the area. Not sure if that rain will actually hit the track. Now it looks like it will stay dry, but there is a slight, maybe 10% chance that we will see a little bit of rain as well for this race. So, as usual, the settings and regulations will have a 10-minute qualifying session, followed by a 30-minute race. The drivers have only the sport softs tires available. So even if it rains, those sport soft tires will have some grip. And then, yeah, the race itself, 30 minutes, standing start with false start check. That car, that Porsche, it has the DRS enabled, so you can reduce the track with that car by opening up the rear wing plates, the end plates. So yeah, we saw that last week at Trail Mountain. Nice racing there. Hopefully we have some more of it today for that season finale. And oh, I should maybe inform the drivers that we will be starting soon here with that qualifying session. Let's see. That's fine. So then, let's say good luck. Qualifying session 10 minutes. We'll start now. Let's jump into the spectate mode. Wait for the drivers to exit the beds and see who will be our cockpit view driver for that first lap. It's not couch racing, no, it looks like it will be Kip. But now we'll see. We run quickly through the cars, deliveries. So Kip, E-Racing, lastly White Tiger, Richie, Shelty, here's Couch Racing, River Ruckus, Rick, and Stu, our 10 drivers, and it looks like that Kip is feeling ready to be our onboard driver. There's a lot of pressure going on, so we're coming through the quadruple right and then approaching the final sector. Also a long double left to start that lap, and then we'll go on board, coming into the double apex final turn, and away we go, using the DRS down the main straight, and let's go. So usually left on the tree, you hit on the brakes, get onto the power after that curb leaves the end of your screen on left hand side into the tricky chicane. So the car gets unsettled, or you get track limit penalties if you run too much over those sausages. Ooh, this is exactly what happened to Kip. And now heading into the heavy braking zone, that tight hairpin, roughly at the 100. And bring it back, miss that apex slightly, and then those weird curbs at Track and Trail. To that middle sector, you have to let it flow. The downhill left, very tricky also to run wide. You don't want to go on to the sand. And now get ready for that 4 right-hand turns in a row. Yeah. Good run through the final bits of it. And now you're ready, roughly at the 100. Brake for the final 2 turns. Make it a bit of a V shape. And that's 1 lap at Track and Trail Gardens. I'll be racing with a very close gap to Kip. So be racing with that first flying lap, a 35.8. Not sure if he was being held up or was it Blasi. Blasi in second currently after the first lap. Stu in third currently. This time not with Rexy but Roxy. So nice touch. So last week we saw the green car, now we see the pink one. Rivericus currently in P4. I'm a bit confused that we see that many close gaps during that session, so not sure if this really helps you. White Tiger EP5. We see in the distance clouds, but don't think they will be hitting that track. For now, we're just on the coast, on the seaside, apart. Let's see the rest of our drivers. Shelty in P7. I expect a big improvement. Or Shelty. 35.9. Here we go. Up to P2. So top four are getting closer to each other. B Racing is still in that lead position. Shelty P2, 1/10. Another 2/10 for Blasi in third. White Tiger up to P4. Great lap. River Ruckus in P5 and Richie in sixth position. Stu at seventh. Kip in eighth. Couch Racing P9 and Rick in 10th currently. No improvement for Blasi on this lap by the looks. No improvement probably. Let's go to the provisional pole setter. B Racing 35.8. The time to beat to make it into the front row on that top spot. Doesn't run too deep into that final turn. Interesting. We are 6 minutes and 40 seconds in, so just over 3 minutes to go. Nothing changed in the top three. White Tiger stays in P4. River Ruckus improved to a 36.6. Half a second that gap to P4 currently. Richie with that 36.9. Couch moved up a couple of positions. P7 now. And these curbs are very, very tricky. That chicane, you have to use them to get the best out of your lap. Oh, and that's the risk. B Racing jumping over the curbs. Oh, nearly lost the car. So this could be tricky as well for the race. A little bit of dirty air. The car gets unsettled over those curbs. And maybe that's the end of your race then. So you have to be careful. Shelty taking it easy. Less than 2 minutes, so 2 more laps. See if someone can improve on their lap times. And Shelty with a 35.6. Here we go, new pole sitter at the moment. It's TCR's very own Shelty. And B Racing in P2, so TCR front row lockout again. By the looks, what about Blasi P2 in the overall championships? P3 is not far off his personal best, so and he goes deep into the sharp hairpin. This won't be an improvement. I saw that Richie moved up into P5. He jumped River. 36.3 and River P3 in the championships needs to finish in front of Blasi and maybe 2 decisions between them to have a chance at a P2 overall finish. But for the moment it looks like he's lacking a little bit of the pace. 1 second behind Shelty and roughly 5-6 tenths behind Blasi. Goes deep. uses the run for his maybe final lap. He's touching the grass. Oh, that's not the best run. Will he make it cross the line? He does. He gets one more lap. Oof. That wasn't like the ideal run. No, he finished. I think he just finished. No, he won't be improving. All right. So, B Racing with a 35.4. Another improvement, and again will be extending that championship lead. 8 points for pole position, 5 points for P2, and 3 points for P3. So he would gain another 5 points on Blasi. That would increase his lead to 50 points. And this is nothing you can just gain back with one race. It's 50 points for the win. But if V Racing starts the race, and even if he has a disconnect, he will earn some points. We'll see, it's the final chance for Blasi to improve. He was blue, so personal best incoming. Will it be enough to definitely improve on his time, but not on the position? So it looks like we have B Racing, Shelty, and Blasi, our top 3 drivers with the bonus points added. So, let's have a quick look at this. We can get rid of that. So, B Racing with Poe 35.4, Shelty with 35.6 on the front row. Then row number 2 is Blasi and White Tiger. So we have 3 drivers inside the 1 minute 35, and Richie and River P5, P6 on the 3rd row. Row number 4, it's Kip and Couch Racing. Those are mighty close gaps between those 2 drivers as well. And in row number 5, we have Stu and Rick 38.6. That's a bit of a gap to Stu at the moment. Maybe throughout the race there's a chance to improve that lap. Otherwise it would be a very lonely race probably for the Australian driver. But yeah, looking close at the front, the top 3 receive during race pace. Richie, River can stay with the top runners, and let's see about White Tiger today. He has great pace. On 1 lap, can he like get a complete lap, a complete race this time? Would be nice to see. Definitely. Alright, so we are starting soon now for that one. So we can go to this. One second, done. But of course, we will wait for emergency peace unless the bathroom is occupied once again. For Blasi, happened a couple of times where the roommate was having fun in the bathroom. So we wait for confirmation then. And then we'll get this race started. Round 8, the Masters Cup. It's the GT Driver Career here at Community League Racing. It's part of the World Series in 2025. So I can probably then... No, don't say anything right now. We'll do that after that race, so how the schedule looks like and when we finish this cup. All right, then let's start. 30 minutes of racing action in Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Getting underway now. Good luck, everybody. I knew it. Didn't be. Look at the roommate. I called it. No, let's go. We have a nice camera angle for that start. We see front row for B Racing and Shelty. Then into the first left-hander. There's... oh! Someone jumped the start. And this start looks so weird with the suspension. What the hell? Like bunny hops. Boom, boom, boom. This time B Racing didn't battle the start, but it's Shelty who completely made a fool out of that start and goes from P1 to from P2 to P8. So B Racing keeps the lead. White Tiger up to P2. Great start. This is still a TCR 1-2. Richie up to P3. Blasi in fourth. Side by side they go with River and Couch as well. Couch on the inside. River. Will he go for the inside, for the braking zone? He sends it deep. Gets it stopped off the inside curbing. Couch down a position with P7. Kip 7th. Where is Shelty? Down to P9. Rick in 8th. Shelty in 9th. And Stu then in 10th. We go a little bit of chase cam action and see the gap from Stu's perspective. The Roxy being close into the long quadruple right-hander, understeer a little bit and then get back onto the power. And let's go with this one. Changing camera views. B Racing with a nice little gap early on. 1.2. White Tiger in second, Blasi third, Richie P4, River Rockers in fifth, and Couch Racing P6 for the first time with race speed coming into the first turn. Kip Shelty up to P8, got past Rick. Rick stays in front of Stu for now. Through the chicane we go once again. Misses, avoids these ultras, then nearly loses it on that curb, although it's the opportunity for Stu and he gets the better run. Yeah, so one position for now for the TCR driver and 1.7 the gap already for B Racing. White Tiger drifting it a little bit into the middle S's. Stays on the track and Richie goes nearly off the track. That was a scary moment. He's still side by side with the River Ruckus, so they go side by side through the right-handers and good racing between those. I want to see what happened to Richie where he nearly lost that car. He stays behind for now. So let's go to the camera and have a look. This, oh yeah, touch. The driver jumps over the curb and ooh, but good reflexes to avoid that spin. Just lost one position. Not too shabby. And those 4-5 cars. No, it's 4. It's River, Richie, Couch, and Shelty. They are now close. Oh, look at the closing speed. Yeah, into the uphill chicane, and Shelty using the safe line on the exit didn't want to go over that sausage. If you hit it wrong, you get a penalty and you lose so much speed. When Richie sends it down the inside, can River go for the cutback move? No, he can't, but this is like intense racing in the mid-pack. Richie, River, Couch. We see that that group is bunching up behind. We see Kip and in the distance with that. Is it Kip? Yeah, it should be with the Roxy. Not the Roxy, the Roxy. Close, and we see the DRS wing. And River with a poor run. I had to serve a penalty maybe, and Shelty sends it down. The inside gets 2. Fordham tries. Oh, what? Doesn't he know? Couch keeps that position but out. But we need to go, I think, to this perspective. No, go to this. I don't know where to look. River's perspective, probably the best. P7 now, P6 Shelty, P5 Couch into the first turn. Slightly misses the apex, but gets early back onto the power. Into the braking zone once again. Go back to the TV camera. We have Kip and Stu, also not too far behind. And Rick trying to keep that gap close to stay in striking distance. E-Racing 1.7, 1.8, that gap didn't really change that much between B and... Oh, it's Chico Blasi up to P2. White Tiger lost the position. It's P3 for now. An aggressive over those curves. Same for Richie, Couch, River. Where's Shelty? Shelty down to P8, lost positions. Again, didn't see that on the stream. He just wants to have battles for this race by the looks. So 1.7, that again to Kip now, who is in P7 within slipstream range. 1.2 to River, now it's 1.5. Great exit for the German driver. Also Couch with a good one. Stays in touch with Richie in P4. So then we have 4 seconds to White Tiger in third. Is losing contact maybe. It gets a decent run, stays within 1.1, 1.2 seconds to Blasi, and 2.3 now the gap for B Racing. So early lead, nice little lead for the Dutch driver. Doesn't have to fight. He can focus on his lines sideways for Blasi. He's risking it. Nice camera shots on this Couch with a bit of a 50-50 grind. Tony Hawk style over those curbs. Still very close between those drivers. One little mistake and you gain or lose a couple of positions, I reckon. So Kip in P7 still stays in front of Shelty. And then we have the next gap with 4 seconds to Stu and roughly to Rick in the Adidas liveried Porsche. Keeps it roughly within 2 seconds. We'll have a look at Blasi. Lap number 3, that's the fastest lap of the race so far at 35.6. B Racing, look at that, 3/10 purple. He might get those fastest lap points as well. Will he go for the triple crown again. Did he have a triple crown? I don't know, but a fastest lap, victory, and pole position. So he got pole position. Up on a victory after 10 minutes, 2.5 seconds, and maybe gets the fastest lap of that race as well. So Blasi also with a good run through the middle part gains a little bit of time again. It's 2.3, 2.4 roughly. So final turn, nice smooth run, keeps it on the curbs, no touchy on the cross, and then will this be a new fastest lap incoming? Ooh, 0.7 Blasi. Also with a 0.7, that's same pace. 2 seconds now on that gap to White Tiger. 37.3, lost a little bit of pace on the last lap. What about Richie? 35.7, so that's the third driver in a row with a 35.7. Opening up that gap to Couch in P5. And River with the personal best now, 36.1. Jumped over those sausages and gets some airtime, and not the run you definitely want to get there. So if the tires do not touch the track, cannot go quick. Shelty still behind Kip for the moment. Kip with some decent pace, just 2.2 seconds behind P6. We might pick up the pieces if something goes wrong between the two German drivers. No drama here, and it looked a bit closer. It was just the camera angle that tricked me into that misbelief. And B Racing, here we go with that new fastest lap, a 35.2. He had it definitely 3/4 tenths up on that previous personal best in Sector 1. Just string it all together, nail that lap, and boom, here we go. That might be a very, very tough call now for everyone else to beat that 35.2. Oh, Blasi, purple Sector 1, maybe too soon again, your commentator. Not a shabby lap, a 36.1, but with that 35.2, lost 9/10 of a second last time around. We'll see the next. It's personal best, not purple anymore. So, what is possible? 3.3 for now. White Tiger staying in P3. Richie now outside of that slipstream range. The Couch and River, they're not gaining anything behind Richie at this stage. The Couch goes very deep into the final turn, gets a better exit, and Richie onto the grass coming out of the final turn. And here we go, the two Germans are back. Richie might suffer from dirty tires through turn number 1. See, no, he keeps it on the asphalt. It's 1.3 for now. Oh, Pouch cut that grass. Is that okay? Again, over that sausage. Not ideal, and this could be the run for River, because now way better exit, run out of the chicane, and then moves alongside, braking into the hairpin. Goes very, very narrow, but defends that position just so. Shelty got past Kip. Shelty with a 35.4. Alright, he's trying something here. Oh, nearly lost that rear. Kip. 3 seconds to gap and a half-second penalty. Stu in 9, 4 seconds. And 6-2. Rick unfortunately couldn't stay with Stu for now. Top 3 don't have to fight that much. Richie, after a little scare, P4, 2 seconds to gap again to River, and Couch looks like he's starting to lose his mojo again. So struggling a little bit with the car and the pace. River with a nice run. And Shelty with a different line coming out of that chicane, avoids the inside curb and the sausage. It's just the safe way. You maybe lose 1, 2, the 10th, but it's way more consistent than jumping all over the curb and then lose more time. Let's get on board, right? See that lovely cockpit. Purple. Whoa, Shelty might be able to get that fastest lap, but has to be careful behind. Couch racing now. Or did he lose a little bit of time behind the John Rebel? Will he send it down on the inside? No, he doesn't. Stays behind. Still has a compromised run, has to lift. So it is no new fastest lap incoming, but he closed that gap to Couch Racing now. 0.7. Oh, late entry. Different lines into turn number 1 here for the drivers, and Couch is struggling now. You see it, and he's taking the narrow line, jumps over the curb, gets a penalty, and then also loses that position. This was like worst case scenario for Couch Racing now. Compromised entry, lost position, and gets a penalty on top. So Shelty up to P6, 1.5 that gap to River. Another 2.6, 2.7 to Richie now. 35.6, so 4/10 of that fastest lap so far. White Tiger 35.5, so the drivers, they are definitely cranking up that pace. 35.6 as well for Blasey, and be racing very consistent mid 35s. Looks like his target laps 35.8, 5.5 seconds. Oh, White Tiger, where did you just go? I heard a massive moment. Where's the car? I don't see it. He's parked it somewhere. The camera's also confused. Here we go. He's facing the wrong way. Oh, we need to show the replay. So the curb, the grass, and then boom, yeah, just then he had to wait for everyone. Oh, that was unlucky, like accelerated on the grass, a little bit of steering input, and then the rear just went. So from P3 to P10 for White Tiger, feeling, yeah, sorry, but I had a great race up to that point. 3 seconds a gap between White Tiger and Rick. Stu then in P8 off track though with Roxy. 7 seconds that gap to Kip in P7. Couch after serving that penalty 1.8, 1.9, nearly 2 seconds behind Shelton, who caught up with River within half a second roughly, and just over 10 minutes to go. So the comeback drive for Shelty is not over yet. Again, a great run coming out of the final turn and a personal best 35.4. Now definitely into the groove. And where's the next opportunity? Force the other drivers into a mistake through that chicane. Oh, River keeps it clean. Shelty this time touches that sausage curve on the inside and loses a little bit of momentum. Richie 6 seconds, the gap to Blasi. Blasi gained a little bit on B Racing, so a bit of a slower lap. This time half a second. Was not able to get into those mid 35s. 2 laps in a row, still 35s. And that lap should also be a 35 for B Racing, who will stay with our leader. Let's see, it's Blasi is flying. 36.0 and a 35.4. Oh, personal best as well. Is it too late though? 9 minutes to go. No close fights except for Rivercus versus TCR Shelty. And then we'll stay with those two. River has to defend probably. Now, oh, Shelty sends it down the inside. And oh, what a move. We'll have to watch that once again. Like the build up for that one. Whoa. And then gets it stopped. Aggressive run over the curb. And that's V4 and purple first sector as well. It's still purple. Will we see a new fastest lap maybe? Yes. No dirty air. Can Shelty nail those final 2 turns? The double apex left-hander looked decent, very smooth coming out of the final turn. 0.4, very good lap times. Now it looks very foggy for those last 7 minutes. Will we maybe even see a little bit of rain on the track? I don't know. Conditions still dry and good, but there's a bit of a threat on the horizon for the drivers. Look at from that camera angle, that is very dizzy. Just need to drive fast, finish before that rain hits the track. Maybe again we have 5 seconds between V Racing and Blasi, the top 2. 7 seconds roughly to Ritchie in third. Shelty 2.4 behind. 2 seconds to River. So after the overtake, didn't waste any time and just keeps on threading the needle. Couch in P6. From what direction is that weather front coming? It looks definitely interesting. See, it's getting a little bit brighter. So maybe it just went somewhere around the area, but doesn't look like trackside will face the rain. It's definitely in the area, you can tell. And with 5 minutes to go, this looks again sunny here for that final sector. Yeah, the sun is back out here. That final turn. Clouds are moving away from the track onto the sea. No battles at this stage. 4 minutes to go. 2.4 seconds still personal best for Shelty once again. 8.4. Many 0.4s for Shelty. Ritchie also 0.5, 0.7, 35s. Very good lap times. What about River? 36s. Couch also in the 36s. Let's have a look at Kip. Also running those 36s. Stu 36s and 37s. And Rick 38s. But consistent lap times. And White Tiger parked it, retired that car. So, final 3 minutes of the season are here. 4 seconds, so B-Racing lost a little bit of time, but still has everything under control. This goes a little bit deep, but that's an okay line. We get a good run for the next lap, and with less than 3 minutes to go, B-Racing starts lap number 18. That's the penultimate lap of the Marshall's Cup. 4.5 seconds the gap to Blasi in P2. 6 seconds to Ritchie and Shelty. 1.7. He might sneak into that slipstream range. Shelty with a 35.1. He steals the fastest lap. Or does he? We thought it in the qualifying session as well, but Shelty looked like the pole setter. Then B-Racing said, not on my watch, I'll get that fastest lap back. And the pole position, can he do it again? Yes, this lap and the next lap to maybe improve, get under that 1:35.100. Well, let's wait for, so he's improving on his personal best. But it was a 0.2, so he's not like crazy far away. He got triggered by that fastest lap, pretty sure. And fuel also now not, but it's at 45 liters, so definitely a lighter car. That should help. So, racing with another great lap. Will it be a new fastest lap of the race? It's a 35.4 no, final lap for B Racing though. Blasi with a 35.5. Richie, he feels the pressure now. Shelty right behind on that final lap. And Shelty with another 35.2. This would also be good enough for the fastest lap. Oh, he's flying. Now, can he get that podium after that very poor start, that jump started? He forgot about to handbrake the start. Oh, jumps over the chicane. Oh, such is still is within 0.3 of a second. He still feels like there is a possibility. Goes for a cutback approach. Richie keeps up the trail. What about the leader? Still 5 seconds between E-Racing and Blasi. So Richie defending that. It's half a second. Just have to keep it clean now. It's still half a second coming into the triple right-hander. It's the final lap. E-Racing 5.3 seconds to Blasi. We'll look to Richie and Shelty. It's close, 4/10. But we'll go to B Racing with the victory. That's 5 in a row for B Racing, and he crowns himself the Masters Cup champion of the 2025 season. 35.19. He nearly got that fastest lap back. Blasi in P2 gets P2 overall, and Richie will keep that P3 just. Shelty in P4, River Ruckus. Then in P5, this should be P3 overall for River, and Couch Racing in 6th position. Next up, it is Kip in P7. And we have 3 drivers out on track still. Roxy with Stu behind the wheel in P8. And then we have Rick in the Adidas black liveried GT3 RS. He also has a Deutschland sticker. Germany. And White Tiger wants to finish the race. And that's so in P10. Alright. And let's save that replay. Screenshot the results. Then go to intermission screen and have a look at the race results. B Racing with that W. Blasi in P2. Richie 3rd. Shelty P4 with the fastest lap. What could have been for Shelty if he didn't have that massive lap moment on the race start. The false start dropped him all the way down to P8, P9. Up to P4. Rorkus in P5, so probably not his combination. Usually he's podium finisher. P5 this time. Couch Racing in P6. So P7 for Kip and 8 for Stu. Rick in P9 and White Tiger after a really good race, and then he lost the car. Unlucky moment. Yeah, that was race over for White Tiger. So and let's see if I can get you this one. No, but this was the championship standings, so I didn't want to show you that. So I need to remember which things I need to press or not. Here we go. That's it. So next cup will be the Touring Cars Cup, starting in 3 weeks. And you see on our SimLeague Pro page the information. That's what we have. So we have Group 4 FF cars. We have the Audi TT, the Mazda 3, the Peugeot RCZ, Renault Sport Megane, Suzuki Swift, and the Volkswagen Scirocco. And it is a limit. It's 3 cars per brand, and the cars, they get picked in order of the Marshall's Cup Championship. So this means E-Racing will get the first pick out of those available cars. And then we'll have a quick look at the schedule. So yeah, starting on May the 29th, again on the Thursday, we go to Laguna Seca. Then we have Nürburgring Sprint Layout, Lago Maggiore, the Willow Springs, Fuji, that is, I don't know, is it the short? Probably the short one. We have Barcelona, probably the national. I'm not sure. Maybe we have a Saint Croix layout as well. So, and we have Autopolis. So that's maybe it shows us it is Saint Croix B. Look at that. So we have the details in there. That is nice to see. What is Catalonia? It's the national layout for Catalonia. And Fuji, it is the short one, yeah, so the fast chicane for Fuji as well. And Lago Maggiore, we have the full course in those cars. Alright, so this looks to be like a fun season. Also, we have some scripted weather this time, tire wear a bit higher, so forced pit stops, longer races, plenty of strategy also involved in this one. And yeah, weather. We will have weather. Some rain will be there. On the match day fixtures on some of those tracks. Alright, yeah. That's it from my side for the Masters Cup. So yeah, 2 weeks break now, and then we'll be back with the Touring Cars Cup. So still a couple of spots left. If you want to join us on a Thursday, go on. It is fun. And yeah, with that being said, hope to see you around in a next video live stream here on this channel. Have a nice rest of your day and the week, and then see you soon. Take care. Love you all. Yippee-ki-yay.